Odyssey, Book 4 continued, lines 692 to 789. Proteus tells Menelaus of the fate of Agamemnon, and also tells him that Odysseus is still alive, but stuck on Calypso's island. Menelaus offers a sacrifice to his brother and for his safe return. Proteus speaking. Thy brother yet did win the wreath from death, while in the waves they strove, afflicted by the reverend wife of Jove. But when the steep mount of the Malian shore he seemed to reach, a most tempestuous blore, far to the fishy world its sighs so sore, straight ravished him again as far away as the extreme bounds where the Agrians stay, where first Thyestes dwelt, but then his son Aegisthus Thyestiades lived. This done, when his return untouched appeared again, back turned the gods the wind, and set him then hard by his house. Then full of joy he left his ship, and close his country earth he cleft, kissed it and wept for joy, poured tear on tear, to set so wishedly his footing there. But see, a sentinel, that all the year crafty Aegisthus in a watchtower set, to spy his landing, for reward as great as 2 gold talents, all his powers did call to strict remembrance of his charge, and all discharged at first sight, which at first he cast on Agamemnon, and with all haste informed Aegisthus. He an instant train laid for his slaughter. 20 chosen men of his plebeians he in ambush laid. His other men he charged the sea purveyed a feast, and forth with horse and chariots graced he rode to invite him. But in heart embraced horrible welcomes, and to death did bring, with treacherous slaughter, the unwary king. Received him at a feast, and like an ox slain at his manger, gave him bits and knocks. No one left of Atrides' train, nor one save to Aegisthus, but himself alone. All strewed together there the bloody court. This said, my soul he sunk with his report. Flat on the sands I fell, tears spent their store. I light abhorred, my heart would live no more. When dry of tears and tired of tumbling there, the old tell truth, thus my daunted spirits did cheer. No more spend tears nor time, O Atreus' son, with ceaseless weeping, never wish was won. Use uttermost essay to reach thy home, and all unawares upon the murderer come, for torture taking him thyself alive. Or let Orestes, that should far outstrive thee in fit vengeance, quickly quit the light of such a dark soul, and do thou the rite of burial to him with a funeral feast. With these last words I fortified my breast, in which again a generous spring began, a fitting comfort as I was a man. But as a brother I must ever mourn, yet forth I went, and told him the return of these I knew. But he had named a third, held on the broad sea, still with life inspired, whom I besought to know, though likewise dead. And I must mourn alike. He answered, he is Laertes' son, whom I beheld in nymph Calypso's palace, who compelled his stay with her, and since he could not see his country earth, he mourned incessantly. For he had neither ship instruct with oars, nor men to fetch him from those stranger shores. Where leave we him, and to thyself descend, whom not in Argos fate nor death shall end, but the immortal ends of all the earth, so ruled by them that order death by birth. The fields Elysian fate to thee will give, where Rhadamanthus rules, and where men live a never troubled life, where snow nor showers nor irksome winter spends his fruitless powers. But from the ocean Zephyr still resumes a constant breath, that all the fields perfumes, which, since thou marriest Helen, are thy hire, and Jove himself is by her side thy sire. This said, he dived the deeps and watery heaps. I and my tried men took us to our ships, and whirls of thoughts I varied with my steps, arrived and shipped the silent solemn night, and sleep bereft us of our visual light. At morn, masts, sails reared, we sat, left the shores, and beat the foamy ocean with our oars. Again then we the Jove-fallen flood did fetch, as far as Egypt, where we did beseech the gods with hecatombs, whose anger ceased. I tombed my brother that I might be blessed, all rites performed. All haste I made for home, and all the prosperous winds were come. I had the passport now of every god, and here closed all these labors, period. Here stay, then, till the 11th or 12th day's light, and I'll dismiss thee well, gifts exquisite preparing for thee, chariot, horses 3, a cup of curious frame to serve for thee, to serve the immortal gods with sacrifice, mindful of me, while all suns light thy skies.